What's going on, everybody? Thanks for clicking on the clip once again. For those of you that have subscribed, thank you very much. Don't forget, hit the like button. Make some noise on this channel. Get that algorithm pushing. Gonna be doing a fork breakdown today. Powder coat. Hopefully reassemble if the bike shop calls up and says the fork seals are in. Been getting a lot of requests for, can you show me how to do a set of forks? So we're going to be doing conventional forks today. I'll be doing another video with the Honda inverts to show us. The KYBs, I've run into a couple of issues when it comes to shortening them. Certain ones, like the 426 YF Yamaha, that has a little collar that you can't replace. It doesn't have a part number. Some of the suspension shops and stuff told me they don't have a clue what I'm talking about. So until I can figure out how to get that, make that collar, whatnot, I'm kind of stuck on shortening certain KYBs. But Showas and conventionals are cake. I'll show you how to do that easy enough. Other than that, on with the video. Alright, first things first, we have 17 millimeter on the cap nut. Wrap the shaft in a snatch strap, tie down strap, something. Clamp it down in the vise. Hold the shaft. Give it a little pop. You want to just break this loose. On the other side, 10 millimeter. This is your drain screw. This is, in essence, your reservoir. The top part holds the spring and does all the other neat stuff. So just figure the bottom of the shaft is the reservoir. This is what holds the spring and everything in place. You crack this so that air gets through the threads and it bleeds out faster. Tap loose. You don't need to make this very tight because you don't want to crunch the fork tube. Crack that. As you can see, there's a crush washer right there. This one's set, ready to be bled. I don't know if you guys can see the mosquitoes. I can certainly hear them. Alright. That's that. Is it ready to be bled? Alright, we got a drain. Always take something, stick it in this. Get all the crap out of that screw. That way the Allen wrench goes in it correctly. Don't want it loose. These things strip so easily. This nut, or this screw, is attached to the rebound tube. This screw essentially holds everything together. Put a little pressure on the upper tube so that you get one screw out. This is just a dust seal, flathead. That is a very hard dust seal. the seal off. Now inside here, let's see if we can see it. Inside here is a snap ring. And snap ring pliers. Nope. And flathead. Get in there. And you didn't see it. This was on top of the seal. Now that you've got the screw out, let's see if the other one just works. That's what happens when you don't take the screw out the bottom. And we are not going to show you what happens when you don't clean up the hole. Should be crush washer. No crush washer. Leaky fork. Nope, they just smashed it up against the aluminum. Oh, that's nice. See how there's a lot more throw this time? And that, my friends, is what happens when you don't tighten the frickin' cap tight enough. It flies off. Holy balls. Holy balls. There we go. Oh, you rat bastard. The seal stayed inside. It's okay, it's part. Ow! Oh, fuck. This is the rebound tube. This is the bottom stop. This goes inside here. This goes all the way at the bottom of this. This goes in first. This fits in the hole. These holes meter how fast these holes, these two right here, meter how fast the fluid goes through it. That means how fast the forks travel. The only adjustment you have on here is that hole size. You can close it up or you can make it bigger. This is the rest of the fork. We've got two bushings. This is a slide bushing. This is the main bushing. It goes inside and slides inside the tube, your reservoir. This is your bottom stop. This is your bottom stop spring with a little bushing. Spring stays here. That way when you get to full extension, this catches this and it gets a little springy. Why are you not staying recording? Well, that really sucks. There you have it, guys. Powder coated. Hopefully it got it. Way my luck is, it didn't get it. You rat bastard. Okay, 20 minutes. We'll be back. Ding, 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 ding. 20 minutes. On the ticker. A little smoky. We got rubber in there. Oh, we got rubber in there. Maybe I shouldn't have had it at 400. We'll find out here shortly. No, the rubber did not melt. Hot. Getting hot, getting hot. Getting really hot. There you have it. Fork bottom's done. Alright, reassembly. Like I said, where's the little bushing? Here's the bushing. This goes in almost last. So, put bottom stop on the tube, put the tube over, hold it up that way. This is always the fun part. Lots of do it by feel. Oops. Okay, finger tight. Now it's still floppy. Ready to go. Here's pushing. This bushing goes down in a slot down in there. Turn around. And I can't see what the hell I'm recording. Turn around. An old flathead. Tap it around. You want a big flathead for this. You don't want to nick this bushing. Just tappa. It'll go down. This bushing needs to be seated or nothing else will fit in correctly. Okay. Bushing. Big ass washer. Brand new seals, courtesy Motorcycle Enthusiast. Got them to me in 3 days. Can't bitch. Woo, 2 points. Slide the seal down. begin with the Tappa Tappa. Except this time, I want to use something work on the outside of the seal. That way you don't screw up the inside of the seal. Back and forth, back and forth. Seal driver usually makes things a lot nicer. I don't have one. I don't think I've ever used one. I'm doing this a long time. To keep this bit right on the edge. That's what you gotta do. Almost there. Something a little safer. The screwdriver will go through and pierce past the groove, past the groove. One little clip. This will hold the seal and everything in. Make sure that's down in the groove. Sometimes it takes a little assistance. Click. Dust seal. Seeing as how the kit didn't come with new ones, let's clean these up. Yeah, because putting the rag down where it's not touching is smart. Okay. Now, we've got the filler plug. Forget about the drain plug. Nothing will go together with this fucking slide bushing in place. But you gotta be gentle, because they don't just pop up. I don't know why Walmart started carrying these stupid ass rags, because they suck. Bleed right through into your fingers, so you gotta continuously wash your hands. Alright, that's clean. Alright, clean up the bushing. Stop. Yeah, I saw that.
Rode it yesterday. Had a good time. 2 inner tubes, clean gas. I got to figure out why they chopped the wiring up the way they did. Because it runs,
but
you know, none of the switches on the handlebars do anything, and I put rubber bands on it, right, and let it dry while I was doing the inner tube.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking stuck it back in like that because if you look at it, there's a lip on the backing,
mm-hmm.
so the shoe can't move out of it. It shouldn't take much to hold it in place.
Nah, they use
and if they were
like
bonded to start with,
something stupid
yeah,
on there.
if they were bonded to start with, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. Silicone, put 2 rubber bands on it. But the chain is doing a weird crunchy thing.
Probably old and freaking.
I think the links are pulled are too wide. The chain's actually stretched out.
Oh.
Where it's not fitting. There's too much of a gap between teeth.
Right.
It's getting up on the top of the teeth is what it's doing. The tightening it makes it worse. So I think it just needs a chain.
Yeah.
I've got one at the bottom of my toolbox, like a C chain.
Right.
And I think...
Isn't it a 420 chain instead of a 530? I don't know.
The Honda's the 530. The Z uses a 520. The fucking YFZ uses a 520, isn't it? I don't know, 530, 520.
Well, no, I just figured the 70
looks
would
like
have
a dirt bike.
A smaller chain.
Nah, it looks like a fucking dirt bike chain, dude.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm fucking half Alzheimer's this morning. I wake up this morning and I can't find one of my pistols.
Uh-oh.
So I start thinking, well, did I take it to the shop yesterday?
No.
I can't mentally uncheck it and come back to it later.
Right.
So I drive to the shop for when I'm supposed to leave for here. I get to the shop, it ain't there.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm driving back, and I'm wondering, what the fuck, man? Left my garage door open last night. Was it in the garage? Did somebody steal it? All that kind of stuff. Get home, look in the same fucking spot I looked before I left, dude.
Sitting right there.
Yes. So for some reason, God waylaid my timing this morning. I told Betty, hey man, I might have been in a crash if I was on the turnpike at that time. Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. Yep.
So I grabbed a quart of oil while I was there in case I needed it. Freaking moseyed on this way.
I got parts in your bucket, minus the head. I got the jug here. I was going to blast a dingleberry hone through it real quick to clean it up.
Cool.
It got a little surface rust on it from sitting.
What box?
Black box over there behind the fan.
Oh, cool.
This bushing doesn't want to go in.
Bushing?
Yeah, for this fucking fork.
What'd you do, press the stem out?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You got to press it shut?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say we can push it back in if you want.
I can press it back in, no problem.
But yeah, I figured it'd be easier that way, and I don't have to worry about cooking the freaking bearing or any of that shit.
That fucking copper band that ain't what you're dealing with, is it? No, it's lower.
I'm dealing with the little bushing that pushes into the lower tube. This little bushing right here. See the lip right up against the sleeve?
Yeah.
This is a bushing that guides the fucking upper tube.
It's got a seam in it, right?
It's recessed in the bushing. It's almost all the way in there. I just gotta tap it a little bit. I had to do it sometimes you gotta do a 2 screwdriver thing and gotta get it down in there first.
Until the bottom's
Tap
out.
it. The other one just fucking fell right in the hole and went in nicely. Oh, you're gonna get a kick out of the video. Do I leave my temper tantrums in the video or do I take them out?
Yes. Yes, that's
leave.
the director's cut and they get a lot more attention. Yes.
They won't come apart.
Oh, yeah. Dude, sometimes they fight like a muffin. And it's that collar right there.
The inner collar. No, the seal. Yeah, the seal's got stuck. The inner collar didn't want to come out. Another one. I'm like, you dirty motherfucker. Oh, yeah. I was swearing at these things for about 45 minutes. Good video.
That's great.
How to do forks. Put that in.
Oh shit.
Have you been running the Killer B or does the BBC bike?
Last week's the first week I've used the BBC.
Oh shit.
In a long time. I only ran it like 3 times all year.
Right.
So I've been using the Killer B until last week. It started pushing coolant out pretty chronically until it warms up. I'm getting compression in the radiators.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I bought a sprock head from a dude because fucking Dale's not around. He did that head. And it's completely remachined because it's got a 76 millimeter piston.
Look at that head.
That won't work on the 76. This is beautiful for a YZ piston or a 250 piston. On the 76 millimeter piston,
right.
You have to take the switch band almost right to the edge of that fucking coolant.
Well, what do you want? I thought I was building it for a stock board.
This is for a 250. You did this perfectly.
Okay.
Dale, I was just explaining why this wouldn't work on the 310.
All I got to do is stick my spark plug back in that and cut it out, recess it another however far it's got to go.
This is perfect for the cylinder it's going on, which is that one.
Right, but that's what I'm saying though. For the 310 kits, I've got a spark plug that fits right up in there.
Right.
Chucks up in the middle, everything's fucking centered, and I can recess it back as far as you need.
Right. Well, that's the problem, and you probably have to have the 300 piston that goes in it, the Kawasaki 300 piston, so you could actually see
either that or the jug
fit
itself, so I can mark it.
And they take those jugs, they take 100 off the top and 50 on the bottom. So the jug itself is 150 thousandths shorter.
So he couldn't find a whatchamacallit, a piston that actually just dropped in.
No, the Eric Barton kit use a Kawasaki 300 piston, and they have to mill the fucking jug 150 thousandths.
Okay.
But it works.
Yeah.
It bolts right in and it looks like a fucking... Nobody knows the difference, dude. You can't see 150 thousandths when it's on the bike.
No, not at all. Not at all. Okay.
Fucking sweet. That bike's gonna be nice. Alan did most of that bike, but the one we just finished came out good, dude. You know, he tried to do
I saw that white one.
He tried to do an 86 clone, and you're gonna laugh your ass off. He gets the whole thing put together, and he fires it up, and it fucking locks up, man. Right? Something in the bottom end is locked up. You can't move the shifter, or something came apart in the transmission or something, right?
Right.
So he's like, this motherfucker, and a 6-speed setup.
Oh.
Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, man, look, I got a bottom end on the bench.
Yep.
That I had Sawyer build for me. I paid him $450 for it. Come get it. We'll figure it out later. Put the fucking 5-speed on it and get it running, right?
Yep.
So I gave him a top end for it. So perfect.
Good.
He puts it all together, right? And then tears the other motor up.
Mr. Robert Boyter, everybody.
Oh no, we've been live this whole time?
We've been live this whole time.
Holy shit. You're gonna hear the real story then.
Oh yeah, why not?
So here's what happens. He puts the whole 5-speed motor together, put it on the bike, get it running, and go to the 6-speed bottom end, and now it rotates and everything's free. That billet stator cover was hung up on the flywheel.
Oh.
It wasn't even the fucking motor. So he took the motor off the bike and then disassembled it before we figured out what was going on. I'm like, and I knew that about those billet covers too.
Did they just not recess them enough, or?
You gotta square it up on the bolt holes because there's not enough taken out of the center.